I'm too young to settle, she laughed, canceling our honeymoon to go find her purpose with her ex. What's your, they thought I'd be waiting forever, moment? 3 days after our wedding, my wife Emma announced she was too young to settle. She'd reconnected with her college boyfriend on Instagram and decided our honeymoon to Hawaii would be better spent finding herself on his cross-country road trip. You'll understand when you're older, she said, packing her bags while I stood there holding our marriage certificate like a fool. The ink was barely dry, and here she was, folding the sundresses I'd watched her excitedly buy for our Hawaiian getaway into a duffel bag destined for highway motels. I was 28, she was 26. The age gap she suddenly found so significant amounted to less than 2 years. I watched in stunned silence as she loaded the car with camping gear I'd bought for our future adventures together. The sleeping bags, portable camp stove, hiking boots we'd picked out side by side at REI just months earlier. Each item felt like a small betrayal as she transferred them from our shared future to her solo journey with him. This isn't permanent, she promised, kissing my cheek with casual affection you'd show your grandmother. I just need to experience life before becoming a wife. Really live a little before settling into domesticity. The irony wasn't lost on me. We'd spent 2 years planning a life together, talking about travels and adventures, building dreams that apparently weren't adventurous enough for her newfound wanderlust. She left me with wedding debt, a Hawaiian resort cancellation fee that made my stomach turn, and a $4,000 engagement ring sitting abandoned on the nightstand like a discarded promise. That weekend, I drove to 3 different pawn shops. The third owner, Mrs. Chen, asked why I was selling it. When I explained the pathetic story, she made a surprising offer. She'd buy it at full retail value and donate the money to a women's shelter. Someone who abandons a marriage for an ex doesn't deserve to profit from coming back, she said firmly. And trust me, dear, they always think about coming back. For 8 months, I heard nothing. No divorce papers, no contact, just silence that gradually transformed from painful to peaceful. I started therapy, joined a hiking group, and actually used those Hawaiian tickets for a solo trip that changed my perspective on everything. I learned to cook, adopted a rescue dog named Max, and discovered I genuinely enjoyed my own company. The man who emerged from those 8 months was someone I actually liked and respected. Last Tuesday, Emma appeared at my door looking exhausted, visibly pregnant, and clutching a suitcase. The confident woman who'd left me for adventure looked worn down by reality. He dumped me in Colorado when I told him about the baby, she said, stepping inside uninvited. Said he wasn't ready for responsibility. The irony was thick enough to cut with a knife. She sat on my couch and rubbed her belly. I know this is complicated, but I think we could make this work. You always wanted kids, and I need stability. I stared at her, processing the sheer audacity. You want me to raise another man's child after you abandoned our marriage for him? Think about it, she continued, as if offering me some incredible opportunity. You'd be a great dad. We had good chemistry. The baby needs stability, and you need purpose. She pulled out her phone, showing me nursery furniture photos with casual confidence, never doubting I'd be waiting. I already picked out cribs. We could start fresh. I walked to my desk and pulled out the charity receipt Mrs. Chen had given me. $4,000 donated to Harbor House Women's Shelter, I read aloud, watching Emma's face carefully. In honor of Emma's journey to find herself, her face went pale, then red with indignation. You sold my ring? Your ring? I laughed, genuinely amused. The ring you left behind when you chose him over our marriage. I opened the door and gestured toward it, Max appearing beside me like a loyal sentinel. You found yourself, Emma. Now find yourself somewhere else to live. She started crying, talking about having nowhere to go, but I'd learned her tears were just another manipulation tactic. The shelter your ring money supported has excellent programs for single mothers, I said, holding the door open wider. I'm sure they'd be happy to help you find your purpose. As I closed the door, Max trotted over with his leash, ready for our evening hike. Some purposes are worth abandoning everything for. Others are worth protecting.